We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah. What I just said, yeah, man.
Insanity check back at you. So our last story, or possible two, of the day involves, well, I guess you could easily call it a racial issue, discrimination.
I think it's like to me, it's almost like a hypocritical situation because, obviously, you know, how, I'll just tell you what it is, basically. In Orlando, Florida, an African-American teen says, just going to give you an update in the middle of this story, just so you know. But initially, the story was this. And an African-American teen says she faces expulsion because administrators at her private school want her to cut and shape her hair. Vanessa Van Dyke said she was given 1 week to decide to whether to cut her hair or leave Faith Christian Academy in Orlando, a school she's been going to since the 3rd grade. But for now, she and her mother do not plan to change her hair because it is part of the 12-year-old's identity. Eventually, after the public outcry and crap like that, they said no, she doesn't have to cut her hair, but she has to like braid it down or just make it smaller because, the girl, had a natural and her hair was like, a little bit out there, and if you people have seen me, and I maybe early on in the show, my hair before I cut it down was actually, so that's what happens with black people's hair. So, so it says, the little girl saying, her hair makes her very unique. First of all, it's puffy, and I like it that way. I know people will tease me about it because it's not straight and I don't fit in. But whatever. Van Dyke said that the first teasing from other students, but now school teachers, leaders seem to be singling her out for her appearance. Faith Christian Academy has a dress code and rules against how students can wear their hair. The student's handbook reads, hair must be a natural color and must not be a distraction, and goes on to state examples that include but are not limited to mohawk, shave designs, and rat tails. Now, see, that's where I have a problem because this sounds like it has to be there's a slight racial component here because, the girl did not have a mohawk. She did not have a rat tail. She didn't have a design. Our hair just gets big and puffy as it grows. You understand? And then that's just the way it is. So, and a distraction to whom?
Well, see, this is what I was about to say. To me, the school, once again...
Well, even she said that. A distraction to one person is not a distraction to another.
Right. But my point is this. Once again, it's another institution catering to the lower denominator. Because it said she started getting teased for her hair. It's 2013 days away from being 2014. What, these people never saw a fucking blowout and it's not even like a tight afro from back in the days. This chick's hair it's curly, but it's not tight curly.
To me, when I look at that, one of the Cosby kids, which one of the Cosby kids had her hair like that?
Vanessa.
The one that had just like that. It was Lisa Bonet had hair like that, and then the one that had the talk show, Tempest Bledsoe's character.
Yeah, well, her character's name was Vanessa on the show. Yeah, Tempest Bledsoe.
Tempest Bledsoe's character. Yeah, Vanessa on the show. Yeah, she had hair like this. So I mean, that's what our hair looks like. So and then like you said, if a kid comes in there with some horrific fucking acne, and we've both seen kids can have some jacked up acne, and that can be grotesque. Mortifying looking at some of that shit. Shit look terrible. Shit oozing and shit running down their fucking face. Shit half exploding.
Fucking Transylvania school that you go to. Jesus Christ.
Motherfuckers was in bad shape of our school, man. And they kept scratching and shit, so they looked like fucking meth heads mixed with chicken pox sufferers. It was just, I've seen some bad acne situations. Like one pimple had another one on top of it.
Okay.
Just fucked up shit. But in any case,
3 Mile Island high.
yeah, exactly. With a toxic Avenger high and shit. But yeah, they were messed up. My point is, and her point is, listen, what is a distraction? Big goofy braces could be a distraction if that bothers you. A cockeyed kid. Could be a distraction. A kid has a messed up lazy eye, that goes on. Because, the reason I say that is because two of the people in my family have one of those lazy eyes. And when they were younger, they would be looking dead at you and the eye would wobble and then go to the inside. And they both of them had to have a surgery where they had to strengthen the muscle to where the eye can hold its position. So, that could be off-putting. You're 12 years old, you look at a kid, that's distracting. You're going to make the kid wear an eye patch like a fucking pirate?
But like I said, my whole thing is again, and I mean I kind of hate to say this because there's almost this. I'm just like what the fuck is wrong with people? Again, instead of just saying it's weird. It's weird because to be fucking insulting this chick or making fun of her or whatever, this is where, and because I'm so against this bullying nonsense, don't bully. I'm just like, let people do what they gotta do. But in this case, it's just like out of the clip where it's like, there's nothing wrong with this chick's hair. I mean,
no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
And so to come out and make her change her hair because what? And it's not like every kid is doing this. It's not like it's like people are screaming or whatever the hell.
To be also, to what you're saying, it's like if they had something that said okay, and they named specific hairstyles and they said big blowouts. Okay, now obviously if you attend that school and you read these laws, you're like, okay, they have a problem with big blowouts and rat tails and everything else. Okay, fine, I dig it. But the fact is, it wasn't there, so it's very subjective in the way in which they decide to single this kid out.
Yeah, but it's ridiculously stupid because you're dealing with children. Children make fun of just about anything they can fucking get their hands on. If this chick, for whatever reason, let's say she got fucking leukemia and had to shave her head or her head fell out, you don't think kids won't be noticing that?
Yeah, and calling her baldy bean and all sorts of shit, calling her 8, all sorts of shit.
So I mean, this whole distraction thing. I mean,
yeah, this guy got a chime in.
See why? Well, when I was sick, you try to take advantage of me. You always try to take advantage when I was sick.
Yo, you booed my insanity check radio. Yeah, that was cold, man.
You took an early shot. You came in early taking a goddamn shot. I no goddamn help. The first thing you do is take a shot. Where's the love at? I ain't see you in a month. What's good? You hanging with thick thighs for the whole time on vacation.
Exactly. Oh man, yeah. It's my bad. You're right, man. When people are under the weather, you're supposed to be cool and give helpful advice and shit like that.
Oh, you're supposed to.
Wait a second. We have somebody new on the boards, right? Oh yeah, there's a new cat on the boards right now named Knowledge. There was a song back in the days. What was that song? Knowledge Me, Avi. But an old, you're too young. It's an old hip hop song from back in the days.
Yeah, no, we're younger than you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But in
any case, so that's a cool name.
A lot of people are younger than you.
Yeah, bop, badoo, bop. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people are younger than me. I'm the oldest one here. That's true. But welcome, Knowledge. You can't say nothing stupid, right? I'm just making sure. With a name like that, you can't say nothing. You better win Jeopardy every night. Go ahead.
I mean, that's my position. I mean, it's just we shouldn't have even been in the fucking news.
No, it shouldn't. And if
but of course, like you said, it being in the news probably saved this chick from fucking
that's what it was.
Problems.
That's what it was. People was like, "Hey, wait a minute," and they started making a big stink out of it. And the next, they were like, oh, "Okay, or whatever." But it shouldn't. She should not even had to go through that because what if the kid developed a complex? It's like it's bad enough that my own peers, are teasing me and razzing me, but now the damn school is going to tell me also that how I look there's an issue with. I mean, whatever, man. Yeah. That's that bullshit. Yeah, what was that other story, man? Which one you want to talk about? It was just some stupid ass story. I just thought the visual of this story.
Well, this is going back to our classic.
The classic ridiculous stuff. I mean, I just think just picture this. A woman visiting Brazilian cemetery is stunned when man who was buried alive starts waving his arms around in a grave. I mean, it sounds like some serious crypt keeper shit here. And apparently, in a nutshell, this dude caught a bad beating. And the people decide to dump him in one of them plots or whatever and bury him over with dirt, the end of Casino. If everybody remember, that's how Joe Pesci and his brother met his fate. They gave him a bad whipping and they threw him in a fucking grave and buried him over alive.
What probably happened was he probably got a a new book or something from Amazon with the fucking the drone pod, and some bunch of motherfuckers saw it, came and whipped his ass, threw him in the grave, and took his pod.
Exactly, that's right. And they just let the drone keep spinning around for old time's sake.
Just great, right? Waiting for a group of 5-year-olds to run by to chop their heads off, right?
Yeah, whatever. Any case, that's just do. So in any case, so the woman was there. So she, of course, she was terrified. And there's a little video here. I don't know if we're gonna have it up there. Maybe a video of them basically extracting this dude from the ground and from the earth and whatnot. But I just thought that just the visual. It's nothing really. There's no real meat and potatoes to the story. But I just thought that's just wild that you're going there to actually visit a dead person, and then somebody comes out of the ground, slowly with dirt falling from the clutches and shit coming up out of the ground. I just thought that was some real macabre looking, once again, dating himself. Yeah, that was what, WOR back in fucking the 70s?
70s or 80s or some shit.
Nah, it wasn't even the 80s. That whole chiller shit was the 70s, man. Old time.
I didn't see it. I just saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, motherfucker. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. The hell out of here. You probably pitched the idea. Shit.
Anyway, folks, that pretty much bees our show.
So once again, you can check us out, and check these stories out. And I'll link even this crazy Brazilian story at our, Twitter page, Saturday Check 12, our Facebook page, and Saturday Check. Google Plus circles, please join up because you can, get updates and things like when we're out of town or whatever. You can actually read about it at our Insanity Check Radio. And once again, you can check these shows out in their enhanced form. I want my applause. Don't fuck with me. And it's at Insanity Check Radio. Thank you. See, so I was just about to give this cocksucker. I was just about to give this dude a compliment. He's gonna go do that too, right?
That one quick announcement. Probably starting in January, we will be having a guest host of sorts.
Straight up, for anybody out there that sees us in our extended circles or whatever, look, if you got some big ass titties and you got some some titties like this, you could be dumb as the fucking head of cabbage. Just come on in here with the titties and some tight ass shit. We're gonna make jokes and wobble you around in front of the camera, and that's what we're gonna do for some ratings. So.
Yeah, okay, so that's not really what's going to happen, but
I thought this was going to happen.
It would be nice if you had some big jugs. Yes, that's true.
And will we get a chance to shake the back of her chair so she's like,
If you're cool with that and some airtime, then by all means, come on down here. But we are looking for someone to come in on a segment to help educate us on the uneducated world of pop culture. Perhaps. We're still figuring this out.
We'll try to figure out what it's going to be, and see, that's why I say she's got to have some big ass titties. Because if I got to endure hearing about some stupid ass
no
pop
dudes,
culture.
Sorry, we're telling you right now, no guys are involved in this whatsoever.
Despite what 8 might say, no dudes. No dudes.
The sperm count is high enough for this bitch as it is.
No dudes.
So be on the lookout. We'll be making further announcements. I'm going to put an ad up. And again, this is probably going to start in January. And we will be delivering all the shows that we promised. Our alien show, our religious show. Our probably gonna need we're gonna need a whole hour for conspiracies in general.
And just the wackos on the internet just carrying any little fucking thing out of hand saying it's the next coming of this or whatever. Oh yeah, we could definitely do a whole show.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah,
so
definitely,
stay tuned because shit is about to get interesting in this show. It's about to get interesting in this show. Anyway, folks, thanks a lot. We'll catch you next week. Later.
Take care.
We try to